everyone, it's Warren here from NQ Explorers. I'm just journeying up this little remote country lane to the site of an 1800s church that was removed in the 1920s. Be there shortly. Okay, we've arrived at the site. It's the site of a German church, a Lutheran church, that was set up in the late 1870s and was removed to another location in the early 20s. German settlement, very interesting in Queensland. Prior to the gold rushes in the 1850s and 60s, there wasn't much German settlement, but there was a lot of German settlement in the southeast, of course, Victoria, New South Wales with the gold rushes. Queensland was a bit different. Gold rushes were later. And the German settlers who came here in the 1850s and 60s and who were in this area here were presented with some fairly unique challenges. It's a subtropical climate, and their farming methods were obviously European, so they had a lot of challenges here, and they had a lot of wildlife to deal with that wasn't prevalent in Europe, such as kangaroos, wallabies, wombats, destroying crops. In their real advantage, though, was that they were generally, unlike the English population and Irish and Scottish population that was already here, obviously it's an English-speaking colony, and they had that initial disadvantage of being only able to speak German, obviously, in an English-speaking colony. The English, Irish and Scots settlers to Australia were generally urban, from the urban locations in the UK. The Germans were not. They were rural people. They were farmers. So that was a big advantage, and they thrived on small farms in this rich, fertile area here. These valleys up and down the Queensland coast, and of course they got into cane farming too, because sugar cane was prevalent. But like I said, tropical farming wasn't familiar to them, but they were farmers nevertheless. Very tight communities, devout Lutherans. There was all sorts of different variations of the Lutheran church that came here, but to this day it's still a strong community, and it's interesting how the German population really contributed to the fabric of Australian life. Of course, during the First World War, there were issues. We're at war with Germany. A lot of people were interned, civilians were interned, and a lot of the towns that they settled, which had German names, were anglicised. Some did go back after the war to the original German name, but most did not. But you still feel a lot of the creek lines and the hills in the area have all got German names, which is really interesting. Not as many Germans here there were in South Australia, in the Barossa and the Wine, but interesting part of history. And like I said, the Germans contributed greatly to the rural development of southeast Queensland. This one's just inside the fence. I'm about 4 inches down. There's an 87, 88. I'm right on it now. Just inside the fence line here, so in this, oh, look at this. Got a big silver coin. I'd say that's going to be a shilling. And they're not so common. Yes. 87, 88 that was. What is this? Well, it's a shilling, I can see that, but the size, it's going to be a Victoria shilling, I'm pretty sure. That is awesome. What a ripper. I'll get a date. Well, she's an absolute ripper. Sterling silver, be a Victoria 1870 something. I think it's 1872. I'll just give it a quick bush clean and we'll get a definite date on it. So this side you should have Victoria with the bun. Nice. Okay. Let's give it a clean and get a date off it. That's the way up. Obverse and reverse have flipped on these old English coins. Okay, I've just filled that hole in for that shilling and check it like you always do. Second coin. Another 80 off to the side of the shilling. Probably moist soil, isn't it? It's had a bit of rain. We had about half an inch of rain last night, or yesterday. This will probably be another silver. Get coins out. Calling it a coin because pretty sure it will be. Okay, let's have a look in here. See if we can spot it by eye. It's probably going to be a sixpence. Disturbed it. The reason I'm doing it like this is because I've got the sorry, the pinpoint I wasn't on. Got drawn out the side. Down here in the grass somewhere is possibly a silver coin. There it is, look. It's a threepence by the look of it. It's another Vicky. Would have to be if it's with that shilling, I would think. Let's get it up close and get a date. What a ripper. Okay, here's the coin. It's a threepence. It's in with that shilling. Made a bit of a mess of that live dig, sorry, because I took the camera off the tripod. Okay. Let's give it a clean. This one's quite worn actually, but it's sterling obviously. It's an 83 target ID. I'll give this a clean and we'll get up close, get a date. There it is, it's absolute beauty. It's an 1878 threepence. Can you see the date there? I'll take some still shots. And on the other side, on the obverse, we'll have Victoria with the bun, yes. Well, this really dates from the date of the use of this site. This is, you know, pioneer country in the latter half of the 19th century. Awesome. Well, this target was a 78. It's an interesting little piece. Perhaps it's pewter. Nice way of reading. It's an alloy of some description. Maybe it's pewter. Not silver, but could be part of an old spoon handle or something like that. Okay, I've cut a little plug here. Let's put some of the soil back in. Nice find here. It was a 65. We've got a period piece. Old 4-hole button that is branded. Cows are enjoying it. Is it branded? Yes, I think it is. Anyway, I'll give that a clean and we'll do some still pics for the video. Nice. This one was a 66, very typical of these old sites. It's a lead top off a corrugated iron roofing now off the roof of the church. Next target's not as exciting, it's just melted lead. Might have been a fire here, there's quite a bit of charcoal actually. Not really sure. Okay, that's about 2.5 hours there on the roadway at the front where the old church used to be. I just assumed that sulkies and the horses and buggies were pulling up out here. Not a real lot of finds, but there was some quality in there with those coins. The coin spell was awesome, like a Victorian silver spell, love it. And the old button was nice. Some melted lead. I suspect it's been detected because there are very few targets. A lot of iron. I had no trouble detecting in the iron, but I'd say it's been cherry picked, but that's fine. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of early Australian / German history in this area of Queensland. It's fascinating stuff. It's not that well known because a lot of the German names, as I said, after the First War or during the First World War were changed or suppressed because of the anti-German sentiment. Some of the towns, fortunately, did change their name back to the German original spelling, which is nice because that is part of history. We can't rewrite history all the time, can we? Okay, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy fossicking. Bye for now.